Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Joytoy 1/18 scale Suited Assassin. This is part of the Battle for the Stars line. This is a small box that it comes in. On the front, we have the red background with the nice artwork and the name of the figure there at the bottom. The Joytoy Battle for the Stars logo and scale at the top. The top of the box and the bottom of the box are Joytoy with the black background, which is a tongue twister. We have Suited Assassin down here, red and black here on this side. And on this side, we have Suited Assassin in white. Then we have the choking hazards, which not for children under the age of 3. This product is not a toy. Adult collectible, recommended for 17 and up. Got a little dent on my box, fortunately. There is a window box. Here's the inside, showing the dramatic pose for the Suited Assassin. And here is a clamshell look. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to cut this tape and we'll take a look at him. When you get yours, it'll be all wrapped in plastic wrap, just so you know. So I'll get him out of the box and we'll take a look at him. Okay, come with a product insert, Suited Assassin. Here, some accessories and breakdown. Fortunately, if you look here, if you take off his jacket, he still has the black sleeves. I wish they gave us some like alternate arms, like the hand options you can see here. Would have been a really nice touch. The back here, precautions, and we have a breakdown of the initial figure. Before we continue, I just did a review for K. I've got the shading insert, just in case you're interested as an update. Quick look at it. And then we'll get into the Suited Assassin. Same thing pretty much. Just wanted to show you that, just so if you're interested. Kind of got excited because the first two of the mercenary figures we looked at was, you know, not that great. And then the one figure I thought that was my least favorite ended up being my favorite. And so, forgot about the product insert. So let's see if we can separate these two clamshells. Gotta be very careful when you do this, because sometimes there's a lot of friction and your little pieces are flying. And you can spend some time looking for them, especially like the pistols or the little hands. Okay, there we go. This actually looks smaller than I thought. Okay, not too bad. First thing I noticed was that the head sculpt is kind of different. I noticed that on Con, he had product shots showed him a little more gray than he's actually blacker. He looks like younger than he does. And the Suited Assassin here, he had on product images had a little more grayer hair. This guy's black. Maybe there's a few alternate heads. Maybe, I'm not sure. First impressions here, he seems very sleek. Pretty nice. So there's the black head hair. Shaved on the sides. Basic expression. Suit jacket. Like I said, this is removable, but you have the black sleeves, unfortunately. The white undershirt. Let's see here. I believe his tie is actually, yep, his tie is actually movable. So you can have it in some poses if you like. Very cool. Black pants. Very nice joints. So the bottom of the pants kind of looks wonky a little bit. On the sides. His feet kind of look kind of weird to me. His feet look a little small and lanky. So yeah, that's about the only thing I could see so far. I don't like is the feet. We're just going to take a look at some of the articulation. He does look down. Wow, he looks down really nicely. Not too much up. More back to stationary. Get the side to side there. 360 rotation on the ball. Can't see the joint, so that's good. A little gappage here under the chin. More than I would like. Ball jointed shoulders, all the way around 360, up about this much. 360 rotation at the elbow. We get just a, well, nah, it's probably about 90. Maybe a little over 90 on this one especially. We do have the ball jointed hands again. The balls are kind of hidden a little better than on the mercenary figures. But the black helps hide it. So if you have your 360 and then you have the in and out, up and down, all the way around that you could possibly want on those. There's chest articulation there, but it's going to be hard to get a hold of. So you can get that arena rocker around. Get this side to side. Pretty good ab crunch. We have decent martial arts split. This way also, not too bad. The jacket sits a little higher, which is better. It gives the legs a little more range for your articulation. We have a thigh swivels here. Double joint knees. You couldn't get better than that. Down at the feet. It's on a ball, 360. Up, down, side to side because of that. And it's kind of pointy, wonky type toe articulation. So, you know, if you wanted to do push-ups or whatever, or poses. This one's kind of looser than the other one, but not too bad. It does, it's not the greatest, but it's not too hard to stand with those pointy feet. So here's a 360. Look at him. The materials are good. At least the joints are all black. That's a good thing. So I did notice, like I said before, we were talking about like the little difference in the product images versus your actual final product you get, like the head sculpts, the coloring. It'd been really nice if Joytoy would release like a sets of just separate head pack, like you know, give you a couple heads for $10 or something, and you could have bought some suited assassins and swapped the heads out, or came with a couple of different options. He does come with some accessories. Let's dump those out. First off, it comes with this cyber helmet. It is like a maroonish, a lot of paint, lots of paint here on the side. Right, the blue, gray, silvers, blacks. Pretty cool. We have these antennas on the side of his head, done in like a silver. There may be some gunmetal there, especially on the back. There's definitely some weathering. Gives a dirty look. This is an over-the-top head helmet. You don't have to remove the head. And it fits very nicely. A tad loose, but better than K. So, looks really cool. That's interesting. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. It's not perfect. I mean, maybe a little tighter on the tolerance, but not bad. He does come with a pistol. Black little pistol. It looks like the same one from the Mercenaries. He does have a trigger finger on this hand. Holds it pretty nicely. My wrist's a little tight. I might have to heat those up a little bit. You do not get extra joints, so do not break your joints. Use caution when you first get your figures on these, because the same they're going to break, but you know the potential's there. Cool. He does come with a sword. It's smaller than I would have thought. Very unique tip of this blade. It comes out and then up. Kind of sharp, so be careful. All black. I wish this was silver. Black handle. There's some pretty good sculpting in there. Especially the tip of that blade. Looks really cool. You might not hold it with this hand because it's more of a gun hand, I believe. But fingers are kind of soft. Not too soft, but enough to where you can manipulate it if you can see through the camera. You can hold that even with that trigger finger. Posability is going to be really good with this guy. I do like the helmet. I don't think I was going to like the helmet. I really like that helmet. It turned out really well. It looks really realistic in a sense. Pretty nice figure. Very nice figure. So it comes with some alternate hands here. You get a set of flesh tone hands. There's a trigger finger hand there. Gripping hand. So it gives you the option of having the gloves on. And then you get another set. I believe these are the punching hands. These are these closed-fisted hands for hand-to-hand combat. And then you get another set, which is a little tighter. Very tight diameter for the weapons, or maybe even the sword. They're flexible. So you get 3 sets of hands, a pistol, a sword, and a helmet, which is really good. Now, we are going to take a look at some comparisons with a couple of the suited characters from other, I shouldn't say others, one other company, but we're going to first start off by taking a look at, if you guys remember, Joytoy the Crossfire figure Blade. He had a kind of a suit. We're going to compare him with the suited assassin to see how well they've improved over the last couple years. So let me go ahead and grab him and we'll take a look at him. Okay, so here we have Blade along with the suited assassin. You can see comparisons. He kind of had like a suited outfit. You can see, in my opinion, between the two, they've definitely improved on this suited mold tremendously. So it looks, really nice. I like the way the materials feel. They don't feel too hard. And we're going to get into that here in a second. So Blade here, we'll leave Blade stand here with us. Nice, flexible plastic, not too stiff. The only thing I have issues with is the feet and the pants. I would show more attention to that. It's a second, this kind of stops and then, it kind of looks kind of weird. So the other one we want to take a look at definitely is Marauder Task Force. They do have suited CIA agents, FBI agents, whatever you want them to be. I got a couple sets. My white one, I have a white suited. I tried to do in a suited assassin. I could use Yakuza, but the fresh tones didn't turn out when I ordered them. So I've never got around to trying to fix that. But I do have my John Wick figure from Marauder Task Force. And this is how he compares with the suited assassin. Now, with the Marauder Task Force, you get a lot of very hard plastics. Let's take a look at a comparison of his hands for one thing. here is the Suited Assassin versus the flesh tone of Marauder Task Force, which you can choose your flesh tone, but looks more realistic here with the Suited Assassin. And these hands are very tight, very hard. Marauder Task Force apparently is using a harder grade plastic. So I can barely bend that. And you can see with the suit, there it is buttoned here around the waist versus the Suited Assassin. So the tie is painted on. This is more of a harder plastic versus the Suited Assassins. Very easy. So this looks a lot more detailed, but I do like the bottom of the pants and the shoes on the Marauder Task Force John Wick versus the Suited Assassins. The side here, you can see that there's some gappage there on the Marauder Task Force, and very tight here on the Suited Assassin. And then you can see the joints here on the Marauder Task Force body, and you can't see it here on the Suited Assassin. It's definitely more cleaner. The joints more sit up into the shoulders on the suited figures. Now, no way of knocking Marauder Task Force. I do love Marauder Task Force too, so I'm not knocking any brand. I have lots of Marauder Task Force figures, so but this is just a comparison to see how well the Suited Assassin turned out, because we've been seeing different prototypes, images of a suited character for a long time for Joytoy, and then we finally get a Suited Assassin, which, you know, I was hoping for maybe a set of like maybe Yakuza or, you know, obviously assassins, but we did end up just getting one, which is fortunate. But that's how they compare there for the Marauder versus Joytoy and their improvement. So hopefully you guys like that comparison. My final thoughts on this guy is pretty awesome. Highly recommend him. There's not much wrong with this figure. None at all. Like I said, if I had, my biggest thing is the feet. The wrist, that ball, I don't know what's going on. They need to hide those balls a little bit better in the clothing or the gloves. If I really had to choose something, but with the black suit, you really can't tell. So you can get away with it, but hopefully in the future, like on the Mercenary, Johnny and Con, I just hope they get those joints down and behind those gloves or up into the, you know, the wrist, and without, you know, too much loss of articulation and playability. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment about the Suited Assassin, and the overall aesthetics and materials that they've used. I do like it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Don't want to miss that. And plus, it helps us out. You're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers if that's possible. If you can like the video, if you would, thumbs up, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and please share the video with all your fellow friends and collectors. That way they can see, you know, product in hand, that we can decide if they're on the fence about buying it or not, or just want to see what it looks like compared to other figures. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next review.